Hey now, welcome to Pulp Trump Fiction Stories presents Little Piggy, Let Me In, Chapter 4, Something About Robot Clones. Elon Musk arrived at the Oval Office unannounced, which was not unusual for Elon Musk, but did produce a small visible spasm in Stephen Miller's left eye. Stephen was mid-sentence explaining, again, why points accrued faster when suffering was framed as strength, when the doors opened and Elon swept in like a man who believed doors were largely symbolic. Behind him stood two Donald Trumps. They were not quite Donald Trump, but they were close enough that the room hesitated. Both wore identical navy suits, both had the same forward-leaning posture, the same carefully aggressive hair geometry. One smiled too long, the other blinked one eye at a time like it was loading. Trump himself looked up, delighted. "Oh, this is fantastic," he said immediately. "It looks incredible." Stephen turned pale. "Sir," Elon beamed. "Mr. President, as promised, the future." Trump stood, circling the newcomers like a proud breeder at a horse auction. "Which one's me?" he asked. "Both," Elon said, "and neither. It's very quantum." Stephen pinched the bridge of his nose. Elon clapped his hands. "You asked for a clone army during your first administration. Tremendous vision. Way ahead of the curve. Unfortunately, supply chains, regulatory nonsense, engineers needing sleep." "Excuses," Stephen muttered. Elon ignored him smoothly. "But now that you're back, I thought it was time to deliver, so 2 units, mostly done." "Mostly is good," Trump said. "Mostly wins elections." One of the robot Trumps raised its hand. "I am Donald J. Trump," it said, "the best president of many times." Trump laughed. "That's perfect. That's exactly how I talk." The other robot leaned forward. "America is doing a winning, tremendous jobs. I did them." Stephen stared in horror. "Sir, their syntax. Very authentic," Trump said. "People love that." Elon nodded enthusiastically. "We trained them on rallies, interviews, true social posts, and about 8,000 hours of cable news." "Well, that explains the eye twitch," Stephen said. One robot abruptly stopped moving. Head tilted. "Terror," it announced. "Fake news detected." The other robot immediately pointed at Stephen. "You are fired." Trump clapped. "See? Initiative." Stephen looked at Elon. "You promised a fully functioning army system." Elon shrugged. "Define functional. They show up, they talk, they dominate attention. That's like 90% of leadership." Trump stopped pacing and turned sharply. "Can they do events?" Elon smiled wider. "They love events." "Rallies?" "Yes." "Press conferences?" "Yes." "Golf?" "Conceptually." Trump waved his hand. "Good enough. I don't even like golf that much." Stephen opened his mouth to object, but Trump was already imagining it. The freedom, the efficiency, the points. "Think about it," Trump said, pacing again. "While they're out waving, I'm working, stargazing, accumulating." Stephen stiffened. "Accumulating what, sir?" Trump stopped him and looked at him. "You know." Stephen was not sure that he did, but he nodded anyway. Elon leaned in conspiratorially. "There's more. They sync." "Like Bluetooth?" "Like destiny." Elon tapped a tablet. The two Trumps turned in unison and began shaking hands with imaginary crowds. "Hello, beautiful people," Robot 1 said. "You are the best crowds," Robot 2 added. "Better than all other crowds combined." Trump wiped a tear from his eye. "They get me." One robot suddenly froze, then whispered, "Zebras are horses with ambition. Stephen recoiled. Why would it say that? Elon glanced at the tablet. That's one of the things they picked up from some fringe data. Easy fix. Trump waved it off. No, that's branding. Unexpected. Keeps them guessing. Stephen tried again. Sir, delegating appearances to unfinished machines is efficient, Trump snapped. I don't need to be everywhere. I need to be where it counts. Stephen hesitated. And where is that? Trump lowered his voice. Closer. The woman, the balanced one, was listening, leaning up against the wall now, unnoticed by everyone but Trump. Shortcuts multiply mirrors, she said softly. Trump nodded, misinterpreting entirely. Exactly. Elon gestured grandly. Think of them as placeholders, stand-ins. You pursue bigger objectives. Trump's eyes lit up. That's it, he said. Coverage. Stephen frowned. Coverage for what, sir? For me. One Trump robot began clapping slowly. The other joined in. Offbeat but enthusiastic. Trump smiled. They're very supportive. Early versions, Elon said. We rushed. You always rush, Stephen snapped. Elon bristled. Speed is the point. Reason is the point, Stephen shot back. Trump held his hands. Gentlemen, I like winners. He turned to Elon. Can you make more? Elon hesitated just a fraction too long. Eventually? That's fine, Trump said. Eventually is how everything important happens. One robot leaned forward again. Sir, it said, you are the most club-ready individual. Trump froze. What did I say? Elon checked the tablet, confused. That wasn't in the script. The woman smiled faintly. Trump pointed at the robot. That one. I like that one. Stephen felt cold. Within the hour, the decision was made. The robots would begin immediately. Small events first. Ribbon cuttings, photo ops, things that generated applause without scrutiny. Trump would be free. Free to chase the signs, the zones, the whispers. As Elon packed up, Trump shook his hand vigorously. You did good, Trump said. People say you're a genius. I always believed it. Elon glowed. As they left, one robot called out, America will always be greatest when I am present. Trump paused, pleased. See? Perfect. Behind him, unseen, the woman tilted her head. Delegation creates distance, she murmured. Distance creates stories. Trump smiled to himself. Stories were points. Perceived points grade, A++. Actual points, I. Points needed, it still depends. End chapter 4. Abierto cuatro? Por favor. Te amo muy mucho. Y buenos días. And muchas gracias.